While Kate Middleton may be the Duchess of Cambridge, to her children, she's just mum. Prince William and Kate are proud parents to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis.
Every aspect of the royal family has always been a source of fascination for the general public. It would appear that this is the case, particularly with regard to Princess Charlotte and Prince George. Both children have always been the center of attention, even from the moment they were born. Their recent actions, however, have rendered the United Kingdom speechless. Princess Charlotte and Prince George have stunned the entire world with their actions during this public event, which was a daring move that no one had anticipated they would make. Since that time, it appears that not a single moment has passed without the media continuing to discuss it. Nevertheless, what exactly did they do? When we reveal what Princess Charlotte and Prince George did that has left the United Kingdom speechless, we invite you to join us. The shocking appearance of Charlotte and Prince George. Charlotte and Prince George have once again captured the attention of the nation with their recent actions. They have demonstrated maturity that is beyond their years, and they have left many people in the United Kingdom speechless. Not only do these young royals continue to amaze the public with their poise, but they also continue to amaze them with their gestures and their participation in significant events. It is truly admirable that they are able to maintain their childhood innocence while also fulfilling their royal duties. As they participate in activities such as waving to crowds and supporting important causes, they are gaining valuable perspectives on responsibility. The fact that they were brought up with such morals and ethics by their parents, Prince William and Kate Middleton, is worthy of praise. The following are some of the unforgettable moments that each and every person has been left speechless by. In the course of the Together at Christmas Carol service that took place at Westminster Abbey, Princess Charlotte and Prince George made an appearance alongside their parents, Prince William and Princess Kate. This was the first time in 6 months that they had gone out in public together. And this came after a year of personal struggles that were experienced by members of the royal family. During the memorial service, the children took part in a heartfelt kindness tree initiative, in which they hung handwritten messages expressing their gratitude to their grandparents. The thoughtfulness and concern that they possessed was demonstrated by these brief but significant notes. It was Charlotte's graceful demeanor that caught everyone's attention in particular. At a certain point, she struck a pose that was reminiscent of ballet, which caused many people to think of her late grandmother, Princess Diana. Through this uncomplicated yet sophisticated act, hearts were won over, and it garnered widespread admiration from both the attendees and the viewers. George, on the other hand, exuded an air of unassuming assurance, demonstrating how much he has matured into his position as the individual who will one day become king. The presence of Charlotte and George, despite the fact that their elegance and self-assurance were the highlights of the event, also conveyed a powerful message about the efforts that the royal family is making to connect with the general public. Their actions during the carol service had a profound impact on the hearts of people all over the United Kingdom. At a young age, they demonstrated that even the smallest acts of kindness and the simple act of expressing gratitude can have a significant impact on the world. Having said that, that was just the beginning. After the Christmas Carol event, Prince George and Princess Charlotte have done something else that has left everyone speechless. This is in contrast to the fact that the Christmas Carol event sparked widespread admiration. If you want to know what they did, stay tuned. There was a recent occurrence that stood out in British society, and it was the connection that it maintains with the majority of the population. It was not because of the program that had been planned, but rather because of an extraordinary moment that was started by none other than Princess Charlotte and Prince George and their family. In addition to members of the royal family, dignitaries, celebrities, and other notable individuals were present at the event, which took place at Westminster Abbey. At the event, the achievements of young people were honored, and awareness was raised about the problems that are facing the environment. The event, which was organized with the support of King Charles, brought together young leaders and innovators who were making a difference in the fight against climate change. It was a night of inspiration and reflection, and it was being held for a cause that is extremely important to the royal family. As the royal family arrived, everyone's attention was immediately drawn to the young princes and princesses, particularly Prince George and Princess Charlotte. During the time that Prince William and Princess Catherine officially assumed their positions as senior royals, George and Charlotte accompanied them, serving as a representation of the future of the monarchy. The public eagerly anticipated Charlotte and George's performance in the spotlight because it was a rare occurrence for them to appear at such a prominent event. Both Charlotte and George's presence was captivating from the moment they arrived because of their presence. As they strolled alongside her parents and brother, they exude an air of self-assurance while wearing an outfit that was equally sophisticated and suitable for their age. They maintained their composure while remaining approachable, smiling warmly at guests and exchanging polite greetings with some of the young award recipients. They carried themselves with composure. Throughout the entirety of the event, Charlotte and George conveyed an air of intense engagement. They paid close attention to the speeches that were being given and applauded when an individual was recognized. Numerous individuals have been taken aback by the manner in which Princess Charlotte and Prince George carried themselves, especially considering their young age. People can't help but speculate about what the future holds for these two young royals with their royal status. On the other hand, there are those who believe that Charlotte's self-assurance is a clear indication that she will one day be an outstanding queen. Others are of the opinion that George's ability to remain calm and collected will be beneficial to him during his time as king in the future. While this is going on, there are some observers who are speculating that the siblings might even follow in their parents' footsteps and pursue careers in public service or philanthropy. No matter what the future may bring, there is one thing that can be sure. There is no doubt that Princess Charlotte and Prince George are already gaining a lot of attention and affection. However, just as it appeared that the news of what took place at this particular event was beginning to die down, yet another shocking revelation concerning Charlotte and George came to light. In this instance, it is something that the general public never anticipated would occur so quickly. Please continue to watch as we reveal the details. The three royal children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, have just published their very first post on social media. People in every region of the world are ecstatic and praise them enthusiastically. This is a significant step for the royal children, according to an insider, and it demonstrates how comfortable they are becoming more and more in the spotlight, a sign of their maturing personalities and readiness to take on new responsibilities is the fact that they have posted this. It is possible that you have observed that Prince William and Kate Middleton frequently choose to sign off their social media posts with their initials, which are W and C. The official Instagram account of the Prince and Princess of Wales, on the other hand, featured a unique sign-off consisting of the letters G, C, and L. This was an unexpected move. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are the ones who have posted these initials on social media for the very first time. This is the first time that the royal children have ever done so. An authority on royal matters named Rebecca English believes that the social media post that Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis made was a momentous occasion. Fans should not, however, believe that this will occur frequently. Not only was the Father's Day message a one-time event, but it also marked the beginning of something new. The young royals are expected to make an appearance on social media, and many people are excited to see them. However, sources want to make it clear that this will only be a one-time event. It was especially important for the children to express their affection for their father, Prince William, on Father's Day, especially after the family had been through a difficult period. "We love you, Papa" is the complete caption that is included. Greetings on Father's Day. G, C, and L are the letters. It is clear that the photograph of Prince William with his children carries a great deal of significance. The picture was taken by Kate, who is a passionate photographer, according to Rebecca English, an expert on the royal family. The children's message demonstrates that they are maturing into more responsible adults. Additionally, as the royal children continue to mature, they are revealing to the world the distinctive personalities that they possess. Even though they are still young, the general public has already taken notice of a few unique qualities that they possess. Prince George and Princess Charlotte are demonstrating their individuality in a variety of ways, ranging from the things that they are interested in to the behaviors that they engage in. But tell me, what exactly is it that makes each of them unique? To what extent does Prince George, the future king, differ from his siblings in terms of the distinctive qualities and characteristics that he possesses? In what ways does the self-assured and sly personality of Princess Charlotte come through? So, let's take a more in-depth look. The qualities that the general public admires about Princess Charlotte. It is clear that Kate Middleton and Prince William are attempting to strike a balance for their children. Prince Louis, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George are the participants. They wish for them to have a typical childhood while simultaneously preparing them for the roles that they will play in the royal family in the future. There are already indications that Prince George, who is 11 years old, and Princess Charlotte, who is 9 years old, have distinct personalities. The general public believes that George is similar to his father, Prince William, and that Charlotte is somewhat similar to her uncle, Prince Harry. It didn't take long for the general public to recognize these parallels, and they are eager to observe how they will continue to mature and advance. With regard to Princess Charlotte, she has emerged as one of the most cherished members of the royal family of the United Kingdom. A great number of people look up to her because of her graceful public appearances, her personality that is approachable, and her strong family ties. Others find her extraordinary position within the royal family to be motivational. Every action that Charlotte takes is being watched by thousands of people all over the world, which is a clear indication that she has successfully captured the attention of the general public. When compared to other young royals, many people believe that she stands out due to the elegance with which she conducts herself at public events. Certain individuals, on the other hand, are of the opinion that her poised demeanor is the result of royal training and preparation. That Princess Charlotte possesses a remarkable presence is something that cannot be denied, regardless of the reason for this. In particular, Princess Charlotte demonstrated her manners during the service that was held on December 6, 2024, which was called Together at Christmas Carol. Charlotte's posture, which was described as being similar to that of a ballet dancer, was praised by the audience for drawing their attention. The powerful and self-assured gaze of Princess Charlotte, which is commonly referred to as the Spencer stare, was the thing that completely captured people's attention. There have been a number of people who have commented that her appearance brought to mind her late grandmother, Princess Diana. Comparative remarks were made not only about her physical appearance, but also about the forceful presence she exuded. Because Charlotte's appearance was so strikingly similar to that of Diana, many people referred to her as a miniature version of the cherished princess. The fact that Charlotte was connected to Diana sparked a wave of affection for her, which resulted in her becoming even more popular. This connection only served to strengthen Charlotte's position in the hearts of the general public, as they couldn't help but see a piece of Princess Diana in Charlotte themselves. The events that have transpired demonstrate that Princess Charlotte is not only a member of the royal family, but also a link to the history of the royal family as well as its future. People adore Princess Charlotte not only because she is beautiful, but also because she is the kind of person who everybody can identify with. Because she behaves like a typical child, Princess Charlotte is adored by a great number of people. Because of her natural reactions, she comes across as more genuine and is easier to connect with, which is especially important in a royal family that can appear to be formal. The public's affection for Princess Charlotte was heightened because of a humorous moment that occurred in a family video earlier this year. As seen in the video, Charlotte's reaction was one of embarrassment when she saw her parents, Prince William and Kate, kissing in public. When Princess Charlotte witnessed her parents kissing in public, she appeared to be embarrassed and awkward. It's a moment that a lot of children can identify with. It was a brief but genuine moment that many people found surprising, especially considering the fact that the royal family is perceived to be formal and serious. Many people could relate to Princess Charlotte's reaction because they remember feeling embarrassed by their parents' affection when they were children. However, it was a moment that many people found surprising because it was short. This brief moment revealed Princess Charlotte's personality to the general public, giving the impression that she is a typical child despite the fact that she is a member of the royal family. Despite the fact that some individuals might consider it to be an error, others adored it due to the fact that it was genuine and authentic, which is something that the royal family requires more of. It demonstrated that Charlotte, just like any other child, goes through those humorous and relatable moments that result in her feeling more approachable to the general public of the world. Sincerity is something that people admire in Princess Charlotte, and it brings them a sense of intimacy with her. They are looking forward to seeing more of her genuine personality as she matures, in addition to her personality that is easily relatable. Due to the strong bonds that she shares with her family, Princess Charlotte is even more adored by the general public. There are a lot of people who adore the way that she stands by her mother Kate when she is going through challenging times, and these instances have only served to make Charlotte more cherished. An instance that stands out as particularly heartwarming is when Charlotte was observed providing solace to Kate while she was in the process of recuperating from cancer. The connection that exists between a mother and her daughter was undeniable, and it was precisely these fleeting but significant moments that brought to light the extent of their closeness. Not a single person has failed to recognize this emotional connection. The fact that Charlotte Twilight has been seen spending time with her great-aunt Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, is another piece of evidence that contributes to the narrative of her strong familial ties. Especially during Kate's recovery, Sophie has been seen taking Charlotte shopping, and sharing special experiences with her. Charlotte has experienced these things with Sophie. The image of Charlotte and Sophie together, sharing these private moments, revealed to the public a different side of the royal family, one that is loving and supportive of one another. It is important to remember that the royal family is just like any other family, even though they are frequently subjected to intense scrutiny. These moments of love between Charlotte and her family serve to remind people of this fact. A great number of individuals are of the opinion that the strong family ties that Charlotte possesses make her story more lovable and relatable. A special kindness that is uncommon in royalty is bestowed upon Charlotte as a result of the connection that she shares with her loved ones, which in turn makes her even more admired. Of course, that is not all. On the subject of the young princess, there is a great deal more. Her position within the royal family is another factor that contributes to Charlotte's allure. Many individuals are of the opinion that the fact that she holds a special position in the line of succession makes her even more remarkable. In spite of the fact that she has a younger brother named Prince Louis, Princess Charlotte is the first British princess to maintain her position in the line of succession. Specifically, this modification is a result of the Succession to the Crown Act of 2013, which made it possible for daughters to inherit the throne in the same manner as sons. A great number of individuals consider Charlotte to be a representation of progress and gender equality within the monarchy. Some people believe that her position represents a change in the way that the royal family views gender and succession, and Charlotte's positions are a living example of that change for those who believe it. Over the course of many years, the monarchy adhered to the custom in which male heirs were always given precedence over female ones. Due to the fact that Charlotte's situation is unique, she has become a representation of modernity within the royal family. However, there are those who believe that Charlotte's position in the line of succession demonstrates how far the monarchy has come in terms of adapting to the values of the modern era. However, there are still some people who are skeptical about the monarchy's ability to be considered truly progressive. As a result of the fact that Charlotte is in this position despite having a younger brother, there has been a great deal of discussion regarding equality and tradition. This in turn makes Charlotte even more fascinating to the general public, who are eager to see how she will be able to handle this new role in the years to come. Additionally, her popularity can be attributed to a variety of factors that go beyond her royal ancestral lineage. It goes without saying that the general fascination with royal children is another factor that contributes to Princess Charlotte's popularity. The lives of royal children are something that people are simply fascinated by, and Charlotte is not an exception to this rule. It is, however, the combination of her charming personality and the widespread admiration that is held for her parents, Prince William and Princess Kate, that distinguishes her from other people. A great number of individuals believe that Charlotte is able to reap the benefits of her parents' popularity. They view her as the ideal combination of royal duty and a more approachable and typical way of life. There are those who believe that Charlotte's popularity extends beyond the famous parents she was born to. Some people believe that the reason she is so captivating is due to the natural charm that she possesses. People appear to be drawn to Charlotte because she possesses a unique appeal that is characterized by her shy smile as well as her confident moments. As someone who is capable of bringing together contemporary principles and royal customs, she is already regarded by the general public as the future of the royal family. It is undeniable that Charlotte's parents' fame has played a significant role in her becoming a well-liked figure. However, her own distinctive personality also contributes to this. As she gets older, Charlotte is expected to establish herself as one of the most influential and well-liked members of the royal family, according to the opinions of some royal experts. Because of her genuine responses and the fact that she attends royal events, she has already established herself as one of the most cherished figures in the royal family. There is no question that the public's fascination with Charlotte will only increase over the course of the years, which will result in her becoming even more influential and loved throughout the years. As for Prince George, Charlotte's older brother and the heir apparent to the throne, what about him? Both his behavior and his personality have been subjected to a great deal of scrutiny. The information will undoubtedly be of interest to you. What is it about Prince George that the population admires? For a significant portion of his life, Prince George has been in the spotlight, and the fact that he will one day become king has captivated a great number of people. Considering that George is the eldest son of Prince William and Princess Kate, he is third in line to the throne, and it is difficult to ignore the significance of his place in history. There are a lot of people who believe that he is the future of the monarchy, and they are enthusiastic about seeing how he will develop into this significant role. The public's interest in George is not solely due to the fact that he holds a title. Rather, it is due to the implications that this title has for the monarchy as a whole. A significant number of individuals believe that George's journey provides a glimpse into what the royal family will look like in the years to come. Some people view him as a representation of continuity, while others have high hopes that his reign will bring a fresh viewpoint to the institution that has been around for centuries. Many people are curious about whether the monarchy will evolve in ways that are reflective of the modern world, or whether it will continue to adhere to its more traditional roots as George continues to grow. No matter what happens, people are keeping a close eye on George because his growth will determine the trajectory of the royal family in the years to come. The public's admiration for Prince George is fueled in part by the fact that he possesses a humble personality. He frequently exhibits behaviors that a great number of people can identify with, despite the fact that he was born into a life of privilege. A particularly noteworthy instance occurred during the final of the Euro 2020 competition, when he was accompanied by his parents to the match that was played at Wembley Stadium. At that location, George was observed singing along to the national anthem and cheering for England with genuine enthusiasm, just as any other child would do. Because it made George feel more like a typical child, rather than someone who was always in the spotlight, this spontaneous display of joy moved a lot of people. This was because it made George feel more like a kid. Despite his royal status, George enjoys moments of fun just like other children do. His excitement during the match was delightful, and it demonstrated that he enjoys moments of fun just like other children. On the other hand, there are those who have expressed concerns regarding the extent to which George's private life ought to be made public. Despite the fact that there are individuals who believe it is essential for the royal family to appear more approachable, there are others who argue that an excessive amount of public exposure can diminish the dignity of their position. On the other hand, these genuine instances of happiness that George has shared with the public have contributed to his becoming a well-liked figure. Nevertheless, in addition to this, there is another aspect of Prince George's personality that has shocked the general public. There are many ways in which Prince George appears to be a reflection of his father, Prince William, in terms of both his appearance and his behavior. This is something that has not gone unnoticed, and many people have pointed out the similarity that exists between George and his father in a variety of ways. During the final of the UEFA European Championship in 2024, for instance, both the father and the son were dressed in navy suits that matched each other, and their responses to the game were remarkably similar. The fact that they both stood up, cheered, and celebrated in the same manner demonstrated how closely they are connected to one another. Many people believe that the fact that they share this similarity demonstrates how strong their relationship is and how much respect George has for his father. As George grows older, many people believe that he will, in many respects, be able to follow in the footsteps of Prince William, inheriting not only his good looks, but also his morals and principles. Nevertheless, there are those who believe that George's capacity to develop his own identity may be hindered by the pressure that he feels to portray his father's appearance. Despite this, it is abundantly clear that their relationship is one of a kind, and the general public is captivated by the manner in which George continues to develop into a person who possesses a great deal of his father's characteristics. The fact that Prince George exemplifies both traditional royal values and a more contemporary approach is another reason why he is extremely admired. In spite of the fact that George is a member of the royal family, his parents, Prince William and Princess Kate, have made a concerted effort to ensure that he develops a sense of normalcy throughout his childhood. Given that he has been observed engaging in activities that are typically associated with childhood, such as participating in sports and spending time with friends, many people have come to the conclusion that the royal family is becoming more approachable and grounded. The fact that the family has decided to provide George with a more approachable upbringing is something that a lot of people admire. Many people believe that this is a welcome departure from the strict royal traditions that were prevalent in the past. Furthermore, there are those who argue that this strategy is precisely what the monarchy requires in order to maintain its connection with the people in the modern world. To be sure, not everyone is in agreement. Some people believe that if the royal family were to be made to appear too commonplace, it would be detrimental to the family's prestige and significance. Additionally, they are of the opinion that the monarchy ought to preserve an air of formality and distance. However, It appears that the general public is warming up to the concept of a royal family that is more modest, and George's role in this shift is an essential component of the movement towards this change. Over the course of his life, Prince George has developed a growing maturity that has garnered the admiration of the general public. He is still a young child, but he is already displaying signs that he will be able to confidently step into the role that he will play in the future. When George displayed a level of composure that many people found to be impressive, it was during the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. This is one of the most notable examples of this phenomenon. Even though he was still young, he maintained his composure and showed respect throughout the entire solemn service. He was obviously aware of the significance of the occasion. Many individuals are of the opinion that George's behavior demonstrates the extent to which he comprehends his responsibilities and is making preparations for the role that he will eventually begin to play. The fact that he is able to maintain his composure in such a predicament has led many people to believe that he is maturing at a faster rate than was anticipated. On the other hand, there are individuals who question whether it is appropriate to impose such high expectations on a child of such a young age, arguing that it might be too much for him to handle. Despite this, George's behavior at the funeral demonstrated a level of maturity that is uncommon for someone of his age, and it is evident that he is already beginning to comprehend the significance of his future role in the royal family. In a variety of different ways, the public's imagination has been captured by the image of Prince George. When he finally takes on his role in the years to come, the entire world will be watching him with great interest because his future is one of great significance. I was wondering what your thoughts were on the recent public appearances that Prince George and Princess Charlotte have made. Can you say that their poise and self-assurance are impressive for someone of their age? In the comments section below, please share your thoughts. Don't forget to give our channel a like and subscribe to it so you can watch more of our stories.